Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? If you're catching the replay, do hashtag replay. I'm doing this live, so I'm going to just wait a couple moments to see if anybody hops on. I'm super. If you're watching the replay, say hi. Let me know where you're tuning in from, how you're doing. We're going to talk about numbers, and I'm really excited about talking about this because I usually don't do lives like this. So it's going to be a lot of fun because I was like really divinely guided to talk about this today. So if you're hopping on, say hi. Let me know where you're tuning in from, how you're doing. I'm super excited. Do you love numbers? Do numbers speak to you? If they do, give me a yes in the comments below. I have been obsessed with numerology and numbers since I was a little kid. Like I love numbers. I used to play this like weird adding, subtracting game with numbers when I was a kid with license plates. Even in my 20s, I like would play this like really weird game that nobody would understand, only would me. I would, but like I would take and I would add up numbers on a license plate, and then I would know that that number meant something to me. So anytime I would pass a license plate and the license plate caught my eye, I would either know that that number sequence in the license plate was for me, or I needed to add up the numbers a particular way, or to add, subtract them a particular way. And they would be in, that number would mean something to me. And this was like very intuitive. I would play this game with myself in my 20s. And now I just know what the number is. And so I don't need to add and subtract anymore. But I absolutely love numbers. And I'm being guided to talk about a certain numbers today. And if any of these numbers you've been waiting a sign for, this is your sign, my dear. So and if I don't say the number sequence, it's okay, it's perfect. You could still get your sign later. Also, it's 136 here right now. Maybe we'll get another number sequence later, but I'm not even talking about 136, but I was guided to point it out. So the first one I'm going to share is 1111. A lot of us see this, and this is associated with synchronicities. Anytime you see 1111, it means synchronicities, it means spiritual awakening, it means believe in yourself, believe in the universe, believe in spirit, believe that you're on the right path, you are on the line path, and true to your purpose. So 1111 means that. And please note that there might be various different meanings that you have taken on or you've read somewhere else. So take what resonates, leave behind the rest. And again, new numbers and signs from the universe are always unique to our experience. And I'm going to explain that with one of my favorite sequences in just a moment. And so tell me if you've been waiting for a particular number. And if I say it, I'm going to be so excited for you. So, okay. So the next number sequence, I love this. I love when I see it on the clock. I love when I see it like this mainly is a clock thing for me, but you can see it like in number sequences too. Like I'm all about numbers. So like if someone's apartment number's this or something like that, I love it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4 is a sequence that suggests that you're evolving in your life, which is really, really cool. Also means that you're in alignment with something. Also can signify moving forward, making positive changes, your higher purpose, symbolizing growth and harmony and balance. 1, 2, 3, 4. Anytime I see 1, 2, 3, 4, I just know I'm in harmony, I'm in balance, and that if I'm thinking about doing something, that's my sign to go and do it. And that I love that one. Okay, the next number I'm going to talk about is 333. 3 is a significant number, and someone said, I like the 369. This is also going to be in alignment with the 369 because 3 is the Trinity, the Holy Trinity. So anytime you see the number 3 or 333 or 369, those are going to be like really special signs from the universe that you're having spiritual growth. Your self-expression is wanting to be expressed. This also can, any of these, anytime you get number sequences, they're usually a sign from the universe of something. 333 usually tells you to embrace and encourages you to be unique, embrace your special talents, your uniqueness, your passions. It is also an energized number. Like, it's an energizing number that like energizes, infuses life into you as well. And I love this. I'm going to share my favorite number sequence last. So today, if we add up all the numbers, so tell me, has anybody so far been wanting to look for any of these numbers? Let me know in the comments. So if you take today and you add up the month, the day, and the year. So in the United States, it's the 9th month, so 9. It's the 17th day, so it's going to be 9 plus 1 plus 7 plus the year, so 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 3. If I add those all up, the number is 24. If I add 2 and 4 together, because we always want to break it all the way down. If I add the number 2 and 4 together, that's going to be 6. And 6 represents balance, harmony, nurturing, love, compassion, encourages you to focus, encourages you to focus on your well-being, encourages you to be in community as well. But then if we take 24 instead, because it's 2 numbers, this is also a combination of balancing the human experience, which I love that I was guided to do this today on the number 24, because I'm all about sharing and embracing the human experience. We're not meant to run away from the human experience, and it's about duality, and it's about understanding that we live in a space where we get to be very human. We also get to be galactic at the same time. And so it's really encourage you to embrace the human experience while still being spiritual, not running away from it. And most importantly, knowing that you're safe to be human. And again, it encourages you to trust divine timing as well. And it also assists in maintaining a positive outlook in life. And I love that because for me, it's hard being human sometimes. And it's hard to understand why you came here sometimes. But I want you to trust that you came here for a reason. And there's always a reason behind why you're here and what you're meant to do. And so don't run away from it. Don't run away from it whatsoever. My favorite number that I get a lot of, and this, I'm going to share this number sequence with you. Please note that I take this number sequence the same as, I'm actually being guided to do one more. I'm going to do one more before I do my favorite number sequence, which is 444. I saw a bunch of people type in 444. So this symbolizes foundational building. This symbolizes practicality. This symbolizes stability. This symbolizes influence, creativity, spiritual growth. A lot of numbers, just so you guys know, a lot of numbers signify spiritual growth. But the 444 is similar to the 24, where it is telling you to trust in divine timing as well, because there's this foundational piece that's being built, and it's beautiful, it's harmonic. There's spiritual consistency and communication that's coming your way on a constant basis. And so trust it. So let me do my last one. So this one's my favorite one. And I love it because this number has been my number for quite some time. My numbers will change. Um, my numbers will change every so often where I'll have like certain numbers that are always popping up. Like 1, 2, 3, 4 is usually a number that usually pops up for me. 3, 3, 3 is usually a number that pops up for me. 3, 6, 9 is usually a number that's similar as well. But this is by far the number that is always, always showing up for me. And that is 222 or 22 or 2222. Either way, I take it as the sign of the 222 for me. This is for me. And so the 222 represents balance, represents trusting in the universe, represents abundance. My key word for this number frequency is abundance. It's the embodiment of abundance. It's also good fortune. It's about having faith in your own abilities and trusting and moving forward with ease and grace. And 222 is like probably one of my favorite number sequences. It's been happening for quite some time for me, and it's really one of the things that I love the most. So out of all those numbers that I shared, has anybody been waiting for a sign for one of those numbers, or have you been noticing those numbers lately? If you've been waiting for a sign, this is your sign. I personally love numbers in general because one of the things that I love doing whenever I get a number is I love going into the records and asking more about it. And so similar to a crystal meaning, so like you can read a book, and this is fluorite that I'm holding up. Someone can say fluorite's great for focus. Another person or another book can say fluorite's great for activating the DNA. Are either one of those wrong? No, they're both correct, but it's your relationship with it. So with numbers as well, it's your relationship with that particular number. And so for me, if I'm noticing a sequence come up, you can go into the records and you can ask, like, what is that number sequence? What does that mean? What is the universe trying to tell me? What is spirit trying to tell me? And they'll break it down for you very, very easily. And that's what I love about it, because if everything in the universe comes down to a math equation, numbers speak to us all the time. Sacred geometry speaks to us. Sacred geometry is what holds, it's like the glue that holds the universe together. It holds the cosmos together. And so numbers and light codes are always streaming, always connecting with us. And we can use different spiritual tools to tap into those numbers. So I just wanted to share that with you. If you've been thinking about joining Sacred Awakening, join us. Early bird ends tomorrow. The last day to get the fast acting bonuses ends tomorrow. We are going to be jumping in on Tuesday, which I'm so excited. So congratulations to anybody that signed up for the course so far. If you missed some of the announcements, we have a new payment plan. We have a new Abundance Matrix Money Magic course that you get as a bonus when you join the course. Somebody emailed me and asked if they sign up for the gold option, do they learn how to open the records for themselves as well? And absolutely. So everything that's you get in gold, you also get in platinum. And here's what you get. You learn how to open the records for yourself. You learn how to open the records for other people. I don't separate these two things. The only thing I separate is the certification, because some people want to get certified, some people don't. And I wanted to offer that earlier this year, and we tried it and it worked out really well. So with that, you learn how to open the records. You get 9 video lessons, 9 live calls, and which is, I give you way more than what I'm even sharing with you guys. You get the Embodied Empath class, master class with activations to help you clear, not take on other people's energy. You get our intuition master class, which is a bonus that you get right away, which we talk about your clairs, we activate your clairs so your intuition can grow. We talk about your clairs all throughout the course. There's 3-day virtual retreat where we do past life regressions. We talk about the ancestors. We do Dark Force Entity Clearing Masterclass as well, an Inner Child Masterclass and activation. I send you a crystal kit in the mail that are 5 activated crystals that are very special and very unique. I teach you how to open the records, with using the crystal and energy. You learn how to open the records for other people. You learn how to ask powerful questions. You get to be a student of your own life, which I think is really amazing. When we evolve and when we get to see things, it's really, really awesome. I'm going to share this comment that someone just posted. It says, all I can say is if you're on the fence about taking class with Amy Robeson, such a beautiful soul and incredible teacher. I've been taking so many of her classes, including SAR. Thank you, my dear. Congratulations to you all. Thank you, my dear. Someone says, that sounds amazing. Steph Mason speaks highly of you. Thank you. Steph Mason's awesome. So if you're wanting to, you could go to theamyrobeson.com/sacred-awakening. I'm also going to put the link in the chat box here as well. We have a payment plan as low as $89. Right now, it's 50% off. And that's at the $89 a month. I popped the link in the chat too. It might take a second for it to populate. Otherwise, it's on the screen underneath me. We have 50% off on the gold and platinum, and that ends tomorrow. Someone said, I've been around for a few years, but haven't gotten to taking any classes yet. If you're around, like some people wait, and it's all about divine timing. So if it feels right, do it. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. I've told people when it doesn't feel right as well. If you've been on the fence and you're like, I think I want to do this, sign up. Like definitely sign up. We have some payment plans as low as $89. We have pay in full options as well. You could go to the link. And then you can always email me, and I'm happy to see if I'm able to do something special for you as well. Let's see. I feel like I'm missing something. If you've been on the fence and you're just wanting to make sure that this is a good fit, reach out to me. I'm happy to make sure it's a good fit for you and for me as well. And I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. I had someone message me on Friday, and I talked to her, and I told her it wasn't a good fit for her at this moment in time because there was some other things she had to take care of first that seemed more pressing, and her guides made that really clear. And so know that if something isn't a good fit, don't try to force it. My thing is jump in when it feels right. Don't jump in if it doesn't feel right. If you're scared, but you really want to do it, don't mind my purple finger. I was finger painting with my toddler. If something doesn't feel right, because you're nervous, that's different than if you're not in alignment. And so nervousness, because you're excited, can make you feel reluctant because something big is going to happen or something's going to change. And change can feel scary. And change is also inevitable. And so instead of fighting it, you might as well just jump into it as well. Boone, yeah, absolutely. Reach out to me, sweetie. I'm happy to chat with you. And then let's see. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, I've been playing with numbers, like I said, since I was a kid. And one of the things that really got me into numbers was just like my mom would do little math things for me when I was a kid, and I just absolutely loved it. And then I just started playing that license plate game. So if you were on here when I first hopped on, I was talking about playing the license plate game that I would add and subtract weird numbers. So numbers are always speaking to us. They're always connecting us to the universe. So no matter what number sequence you are seeing or experiencing, know that and even being guided to share this number sequence 666. Like some people are really scared of that number sequence. That number sequence does not need to be scary. Anytime we see a number sequence, the number sequence is always letting us know that there's messages that our soul is wanting to receive or is receiving. The higher self, and depending on the culture, the 666 number can mean like luck and good fortune. And so know that if you are superstitious and you're like, oh, I don't know about that number, like know that that's not a bad sign either. And I just want to say that because some people are so superstitious. There's also this like superstition. If like you, I think it's if it's a penny on the ground and you see heads up, you take it. If you see its tails up, you leave it. And it's actually not good to teach your brain that there's bad money and good money. If you see a penny on the ground, pick it up. Like that's a coin, that's a gift from the universe. And so know that if at any time there's numbers that are speaking to you and there's some old superstitions around that, it doesn't resonate with you, let it go. Like there's so many silly superstitions out there that don't make any sense to me whatsoever. And 666 is one of them. And I love that Boone said it is the carbon atom, 6 neurons, 6 electrons, 6 protons. Yeah, like 666 can be a very positive number sequence. And I forget, is it what culture is it? Where is it Chinese culture? I don't know. I can't remember off the top of my head, but there's different cultures for different meanings of numbers. And just like, so similar to like a black cat. Okay. So to me, if I see a black cat, I always go, oh my goodness, that is the universe blessing me with some magic right there. And it's positive magic, it's good magic, it's white magic. And so it doesn't have to be negative. And then 666 can also represent self-discovery. It can represent spiritual essence. It can represent the inner self and embracing true nature, because that embracing the true nature is similar to what Boone just said about the 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons as well. My mom said, my mom dropped a penny yesterday and said, oh, just leave it. And I said, no way. Someone said 666 is this said to be the number of the devil. Never got why exactly. So it's like, here's the thing. When we get it, there's always a flip side to everything. You can make anything negative or bad or a bad omen. It's how we perceive and interact with it is what's most important. And so if there's something that's coming your way and you're really connected to that number, don't mistake it as a bad omen if that's not what it is. Now can be things that can be signs from the universe that are warning signs. And that's why I love the records, because the records can help interpret some of this information. I remember once within a span of like 10 minutes, I ended up seeing at least over 100 crosses. And it wasn't a symbolism of Christ. It wasn't a symbolism of religion. It was a symbolism of spirituality and centering in and coming home. And like, there were so many crosses, and like, it was way more than what I'm even saying. Like, it was a ridiculous amount of crosses that I was seeing, like the symbolism. And so we have all these symbolisms that come forward. It's up to us to interpret the information. And I strongly believe that the records can help personalize and interpret it, especially if we're not sure what the meaning is and we want to personalize it in a way that makes sense for our path and our spiritual growth and evolution as well. So If you're interested, join me in Sacred Awakening. Tomorrow's the last day to sign up. I literally cannot wait. It's going to be miraculous round. If you have emailed me or DM'd me and I haven't got back to you, please message me again. It could have ended up in spam if you messaged me a while ago. I do have some messages that I need to get back to from the other day and Friday. So awesome, my dear. I hope you have an amazing day, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Bye.